Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Taranis QX7. I bought this Taranis QX7 2 months ago, and I must say that I'm very happy with this product. Before I go on to discuss whether this is a good product or not, we need to understand the basic of a radio transmitter. So to put it simply, what is a transmitter? It's basically a box with switches and control sticks and sliders. It has like a processor in the casing to help transmit signals from the transmitter to the receiver. So because it has to speak to the receiver, it needs a language. So the language in each transmitter is different. So for example, in this Taranis QX7, it is the FR Sky protocol. So traditionally, this transmitter is in the shape of a box. So in summary, a transmitter is basically a box with two control sticks, a few switches, and it talks to the receiver on your aircraft or your quadcopter.
2 minutes.
The way that it talks to the receiver is that it has a radio transmitter. It transmits signal. So how good a transmitter is depends on the signal transmitted to the receiver, whether it's solid as in, for example, if you think about this as the transmitter and the receiver, they're connected. So if you use an analogy like tying a string from the transmitter to your receiver, so we need to understand how strong the connection is, which is if the string is very strong, it won't break. So if it won't break, that means you feel confident and your aircraft or your quadcopter will not fly away. The other most important thing is the box itself, how comfortable it feels when you're using it and how heavy it is. So it has to be, you need to feel very comfortably in your hands, and also it must not weigh too much, because normally you put a lanyard over your neck and then you hang the transmitter on the lanyard, so it shouldn't be too heavy and it should have a correct weight. As for the gimbal, which are the control sticks, they must have a certain minimum travel range so that it won't feel too twitchy when you move the sticks. So say you move the sticks up, down, or left or right, the travel itself must not be too tiny, because if it is too tiny, a slight movement will cause a big percentage movement of the sticks. This will translate into a same bigger movement on the quad. So if you move your sticks by a little bit, but your quad moves at a bigger distance, then you have a problem of losing control. So that's why it feels a bit twitchy, because then you're going to move your stick back and forth to stabilize the aircraft or the quadcopter. So now that you understand the basic of the transmitter, let's go back to the Taranis QX7. So the Taranis QX7 has a very nice feel to it. It has a very solid build. It has a very good grip on the left and the right hand side, and the weight is just right. So when you hang it over your neck, it's not too heavy and it's well balanced. In terms of the switches, you have enough switches for quadcopter, because normally for quadcopter you only need 3 switches, and also the control sticks. The switches are for arming, then the mode, and the beeper. You may have other things that you want to use switches for, so this has enough switches for you to play around with. In terms of the gimbals, they feel really comfortable, and they are the standard size gimbal for a hobby grade controller. So it won't be twitchy, so it feels really good when you use the controller. In terms of the protocol, the FR Sky protocol has proven to be a very good protocol. It has solid connection and you will feel confident flying it. So as a natural or just the standard pilots that goes into this hobby, you only need a very good transmitter and a good protocol because you're not using it for other specialized purposes like racing. So in terms of the module-based transmitter, this has a slot at the back of it, so you can put other type of protocol on this transmitter. For example, you can put the 4-in-1 module at the back of this so you can fly other protocols, but it's not really necessary for those protocols because once you start getting into this hobby, you only need one protocol for all your quads, otherwise it will be just too confusing. So in terms of pricing, this is priced around I think $110, $120 US, or maybe around 160 or 170 Australian dollars. So it's a very good price for a very good radio. It used to be that you have to buy at least, you have to pay at least about more than 200 Australian dollars to buy a very good transmitter like the Taranis X90 or X90 Plus, but that is no longer necessary. You just need to buy this transmitter and it's good enough for you for a long time. So in terms of using this, I've been using this for the last couple of months. I have used this to fly a tiny whoop like the QX65 from Yixing. Then I also used this to fly recently with my QAV100, that is a 2-inch quad, and also the 2.5-inch quad of the SkyStars X120, and also the HLRC XJB 140, I believe, or 145. So that's a 3-inch quad. You can see the sample video of the QAV100 X120 and also the XJB 145 within this video. You will see that it controls really well with different sizes quad, and you can do a lot of maneuvers or whatever, and it feels really nice on the hands, and you have a lot of control using this transmitter when you're controlling your quad. So if you want to use this in a simulator, you can also use this. It's very easy to set up. With this addendum video attached to this video, you're going to see how you can set this up with the FPV Freerider. As for the rest of this video, you're going to see the unboxing. You're going to see also the how I put on the lanyard, and also the setup for the FPV Freerider. So overall, what I can tell you is that this is really the only transmitter that you need if you join this hobby. You can do everything. It's very good. The setup is easy. Oh, before I forget, I also show you how to set up a model. So once you set up a model for your quadcopter, you don't need to do any more setup. Anyway, the setup is easy. So once you set it up, the next time when you want to use it, you just need to copy and then rename it, and you're basically good to go. So I also have a bit of a setup video on the model in the addendum. So overall, this is a very good transmitter. This is all you need. It's good price. I can say that this is a best budget radio in the market, and it's very good. So hope you guys like and enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Just remember, quadcopter is not rocket science. See you next time.
And becoming the best at it and mastering myself and seeing what I have within me. If you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you, you'll never ever be without. I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you. Bust this. Bust this.
Sometimes I'm so home. Sometimes alone, I'm so home. Sometimes I'm so home. Sometimes alone, I'm so
and becoming the best at it and mastering myself and seeing what I have within me. If you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you, you'll never ever be without. I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you.